I guess pool was really the reason why I started playing golf. Not only was I looking for maybe have some kind of hobby other than the obvious hobby, which is also my job, playing pool, but it really came about because I was invited to do a lot of corporate entertaining kind of events where I would play pool, and a lot of times they would say, "Would you like to play golf? We're playing Pebble, we're playing Pinehurst, and foreign places to me, obviously. And once I realized that a lot of the business end of this was about golf, I thought, well, I'll try it. And just like when I started playing pool, I played golf a few times and became really hooked on it. And now I use that a lot. You know, I'm going out to Pebble Beach to do an exhibition and getting to play a lot of exciting, fun places, but also playing a lot of the golf celebrity tournaments, helping raise money for charity through both golf and pool. And so it's kind of gone hand in hand. Plus, I have a bit of an obsessive compulsive personality, and that lends itself well both in golf and pool. So I'd like to master both games, love them both.
Master them? You
Well,
think you can master them?
there's no such thing as master either one of them, but it's a lifelong quest. Well, this is one of those talk about coming full circle. It's a pretty cool story. I was asked to do a corporate event out in San Diego, outside of San Diego, and I was asked to do so by Richard Helmstetter, who, for many of the golf fans out there, don't necessarily know that name as much as they know Callaway. Helmstetter was very instrumental in developing the Big Bertha. He's been with Callaway for many, many years and done an amazing job in bringing golf up, bringing the new technology of golf clubs into the picture in golf. But what a lot of the golfers don't know is that his background was in billiards. He started making cues, the Helmstetter cue, and before that he was the president of a company called Adam Cues. And Adam Cue Manufacturing made a certain line of cues in the Adams cue line, and I played with that cue. That was my very, very first cue that I ever was bought, and it was bought by my mother and father, and they split it 50-50 with a guy, Leffe in Sweden, who owned the pool room in my hometown where I grew up. So we had a lot of laughs over that. It was very enjoyable, played both golf and pool out there, and he's such a gentleman, such a great guy, and it's just, a neat thing. He's the same guy as he was when he was doing the billiard thing before he hit the big time in golf.
Oh my goodness.
Too much pressure.
Great shot.
Wait, hold on, wait, do that again. Do that again.
Oh, yeah.
There it is! Yeah!
I did have a good finish at the U.S. Open this year. I've won that event a couple of times. I've come runner-up 3 times. This event, I hadn't been playing really well. In the last few tournaments, I've really been playing strong again. The last event, I came in 7th. U.S. Open, I did finish 9th. I was 1 spot out of the quarterfinals. So really just playing strong again, looking at the game differently. I'm not putting as much pressure on myself. And on the other hand, I'm practicing a little bit more now than I had before. Playing a lot at home, playing a little bit when I'm out and about with some friends of mine. Not the heavy practice that I used to do, but more fun, really enjoying the game again.
There was one match in particular that I know I loved. You beat the number 3 ranked player in the world, Chao Pan of China, in a pretty important match for you.
Yeah.
And an unbelievably exciting match for those of us who were watching it. You kind of went off a little bit at the end of the match on the shot that won the match for you. And just tell us about it, because it was kind of uncharacteristic, but it was such a great gaming moment. It was amazing.
I had a weird moment at that tournament, and I was brought up in a very in a humble situation. My family being in Sweden, where it's kind of more of a socialistic background where everybody is the same. You're not supposed to stand out. So to me, to kind of go out there and boast and tap myself on the chest, it's not really who I am. But if you're a competitor, you also know, most people who just watch don't necessarily know this, but competitors know that there is unbelievable amounts of conversation going on inside your head when you're playing. So in my head, she was ahead 7 games to 3 in a race to 9. one of the best players, in the game right now, dead punch. So I'm playing her. I knew chances are I was going to lose. I started telling myself, I can come back, I can do this, building the case for myself, constant conversations in my head. And all of a sudden, it gets down to the last game. I made it to the hill and made an incredible shot to win the match on a billiard combination on the 9. And I just blurted out, how good am I? And it was the end of a conversation that had been going on for quite a while, but to the audience watching, they knew that was kind of uncharacteristic. So a lot of people came up to me and asked me. The other players were laughing, and I told them obviously about the conversation going on in my head, so it made sense. But it felt really good. It felt like not only I was back, but it was being down like that and coming back. There's no other feeling like it. All right, dinner on this one, Mitch. And the dishes side, I might add. So sorry.